everybody,
Hi.
and welcome to our playthrough of Biotawa, of our playthrough Breath of the Wild. I'm Davis.
And I'm Carman.
And this is the second game that we're playing. Concurrently, we're also playing Super Mario 3D World. Did I use that right?
What?
Concurrently.
I guess so, yeah.
Concurrently? I don't even know what it means.
Concurrent
anyway.
is, I think, the word.
Oh, yeah, that is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, so we're playing Breath of the Wild also we're playing Super Mario 3D World. And this is Carmen's favorite.
Yeah.
Zelda game.
It's my favorite game.
Well, okay.
No, I
It's
mean,
your favorite game.
It's my favorite Zelda game, but it's my favorite game ever.
It is both your favorite game and your favorite Zelda game.
Yes, because that's, by default, what would happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I think this game is pretty cool. It is not my favorite Zelda game, but I think it's pretty neat. The art style is pretty cool, fantastic, and we know that this is now it's 3 years after the game first came out.
Not almost 3 years. March will be 3 years.
Oh, well, almost 3 years. It's been a while since this game's been out.
So
but Carmen really, really wanted to play this game.
We're not going to necessarily do no spoilers, because if you haven't played this game yet, it's been 3 years, so turn off the computer and go play it if you want to feel... I wish that I could forget this game and go back and play it again.
Have one of those, Men in Black...
Yeah.
forgetful devices, or
forget everything about this game and go and play it again
amnesia
for the first
dust.
time. Oh yeah.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Amnesia dust. You throw it on the person, and they'll just forget whatever they saw in the last few minutes. That's how it works. That's how what works. That never gets old.
What is that from? Isn't that
for Tooth Fairy?
The Tooth Fairy, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is.
Look, our boy.
Mr. Link has just woken up from his 100-year slumber.
I bet he is very well rested.
He's looking pretty good for his age.
I mean, yeah.
He's like, what, 118, 119?
Probably.
Yeah, he's probably like 18, 19. I know Zelda's 17.
Yeah, because she turn 18?
No, she turns 17. Right before the calamity.
Oh, okay.
You'll get there. So
I'll understand.
We gotta get our little Sheikah slate.
Yeah, our little iPhone.
Yeah, it does. It looks like
it actually, now that I'm looking at it right now, it looks more like one of those really big hard drives that has the handle, and then you stick it into this really big port in a really big supercomputer that holds a crap ton of memory.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing. Oh. Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay. So
I think I have a teacher who carries one.
We did a couple longer episodes of Super Mario 3D World, and I really wanted to get a couple good long playthroughs. Excuse me, I'm so burpy. Of this game in, just so that, because there's so much in this game, and we're not going to be able to get to all of it because it would be like a 200 or 300 episode playthrough that way.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get to all of the main parts and the things that I do really enjoy about this game. I almost left without clothes.
I mean, who else is gonna see you? The old man.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Enough people. But
I love.
I wanted to get to through the tutorial part of this, which is still pretty extensive, so that we can get to the meat of the game as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna just plow through that in the next couple episodes, and then
while she is playing, I'm just gonna be sitting here crocheting like a grandma, which isn't a bad thing, but it makes me wish that I had room in my room for my rocking chair.
Oh.
Because I could just set up the rocking chair, then have a basket for all my yarn, and then I could just be like, how was your day, dearie? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, there's usually when you're sitting shotgun on the games, there's not a ton to do, so we try to find little quiet activities.
I was actually
to do while
talking
we're
about
talking.
that with a friend of mine. He has Star Wars, the new Star Wars game.
The new Star Wars game.
It's a Jedi Fallen Order, and it's like it follows the story of a Jedi who, like, what happened to him after the Clone Wars. Like after the Clone Wars ended. But it's a one-person game. And so he was like, I'm really sorry, there's nothing that I can really do to get 2-player mode. And I'm like, that's actually really okay, because I don't particularly care, because I do enjoy sitting and watching people play video too.
Games. It's really nice, and it's like, especially if it's like, I know you've seen this game and you've played a bit of this game and stuff.
I have.
But like, I like watching people play games that I've never played before and just sort of experiencing it.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually one of Levi's friends is playing this game where you're in a submarine and you have to like collect stuff and things like that. It looks really fun.
Ooh, how fun.
I don't remember what it's called.
There is an app game developed by the same guys who made Kirby games called Part-Time UFO. And essentially all you are is a UFO doing all of these jobs for money.
Huh.
But it's like a really fun mechanic. So essentially, I think what the mechanic is you have this little claw, and you have to try and stack things or put things in a certain place, you know, and etc. But it looks really fun.
Right.
And it looks the Part-Time UFO character looks really adorable.
I'm just trying to like collect as much as I can while we're talking here.
Collect stuff.
We'll probably like just talk about a lot of random stuff in this one. There's not a lot. I feel like with Super Mario 3D World, there's like a lot of reaction to what's going on in the game, because like that game has a lot of opportunities for us to like mess with each other and things like that. And I know this
game really doesn't do that unless we have like one of those like surprise reveals where I'm actually controlling all the enemies in the game.
What?
I'm kidding. That doesn't.
Wouldn't that
happen.
be funny? That would be super
really
interesting.
Hilarious. But that's not what happens.
Whoa. What?
What are you doing?
Oh, it's just telling me to climb. I thought there was something there I could take.
Oh. Apple!
I'm gonna get this apple.
Get the other one.
Apple.
Apple.
Come on.
Apple.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to climb the tree then.
I have to climb a tree.
Okay. So, I would tell when we get to the point, I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have my clothes on.
You have collected the clothes.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Do you want to do the old man voice?
Yeah.
Well met, stranger. It's rather unusual to see another soul in these parts. Me, I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this?
I almost said young woman.
Answering a question with a question. That's fair enough.
Yeah, Link is very beautiful in this game.
Yes, he is. I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence. I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legends, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule.
I love this game. He is not pointing to the Temple of Time.
No, he's not.
He's
pointing to
like,
Hyrule Castle.
Away from it.
The temple there. Long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies.
I'm starting to turn into Dick Van Dyke when he does his old man.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay.
I think either voice works.
Yeah.
He's not quite so, like...
He's not funny.
He's, like, still very serious, old man. Like, still very much has his wits about him.
Yeah.
Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. I shall be there. I shall be here for some time. Please let me know if I may be of service.
Ooh, what's this?
You come back at midnight and he's asleep and he's like, old man, old man, old man, old man, old man, old man, old man,
Hey.
What?
Hey, old man. What's this?
I beg your pardon? I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please.
Wouldn't that be really funny if he just started chasing you?
He's like, give me back my apple!
Yeah, right.
Forgive me, I couldn't resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. I would say
That's
that
kind
over
of like what Skyrim does.
Yeah.
Like you can like you can steal like NPC stuff and they'll like chase you and try to hurt you.
Oh, yeah.
And you can kill them and stuff. It's
wow.
really interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I love Skyrim. Alright, I'm gonna take this torch and he's gonna talk to me about something else or whatever and blah 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 blah.
Well then, just
He's not even looking at you.
I know.
Innovative. However, that is probably best used to light fires. If you need a weapon, you can find something better, like a knife or a gun. A gun is more effective weapon than a torch, and it can also set things on fire, if used properly. Many beasts roam the land past this point. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them.
And that's how you do it. Okay. Bye, old man.
I like to imagine he pulls like a boss-ness kind of move.
That.
Where he just goes,
And
and his beard just goes.
I'm gonna cut down this tree.
I'll let you do that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Try not to disturb anything.
So let's talk to
dance.
Okay.
Very flexible.
You're flexible.
I am flexible.
Yeah. I know how to do all this. That's like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only thing I hate about replaying games is like the tutorial stuff just gets really boring after a while.
Did I give you the Zelda and Link stickers
Yes.
that I got at Comic-Con? I wasn't sure.
Wait, Zelda and Link stickers?
Did I just get you a Zelda one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's cute because it's her from the new...
Yeah, it's from the new one.
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing. I'm not in charge.
I need to climb up here. I have so little stamina. That will change.
That'll change quickly.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If
No,
your
it'll change.
stamina wheel runs out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I need to go up here.
4,
No.
5,
That's
and a 6. I'm almost tempted to just get another microphone.
Look at him doing the grapevine.
Ooh,
wait.
I bet you're wondering how I knew.
Yeah, there we go.
What's your plans to make me blue?
Alright,
With some other...
check this out.
Sorry, I'll stop. Right into the water's butthole. That was probably a gross image, and I am sorry.
Okay, cool. So the little guy gave me his little Korok seed.
Yay!
And...
Korok seed.
I'm gonna go over here. What was that over there?
That has, like,
I want you fish.
ultimately no purpose at this point in the game.
Yeah, not for right now.
You
But
don't come until later.
it'll be nice for me to actually just have some ready to go for when I... So I guess when people first started playing this game, they saw this thing, like, sitting on this pedestal, and they were like, Master Sword?
Master Sword?
And I was like, that's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really care about... So, okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, you get a paraglider at the end of the tutorial, and that's where we'll stop, like, the long episodes, and then just go straight into our, normal 15-minute episodes. But, so you get a paraglider, and that's, like, a pretty instrumental part of the game. And it kind of becomes, like, second nature for you to, like, just jump off high places and use it to float to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, the second time that I played this through, after having played it once, when I got to the Sheikah Tower that we'll get to here in a second.
Yeah.
Hi, guy. Die.
Sorry, I'm building up suspense. I know the story because I was there when she did it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like focusing on killing this guy. But so when we got to the top of the Sheikah Tower, or when I activated the Sheikah Tower and I'm like at the top, you're supposed to like climb down the steps. But I didn't think about it, and I just like I took a jump off the top of the tower. And I tried to open the paraglider that I didn't have.
It's like jumping out of a plane with you realize you don't have your parachutes. You're just like, well.
And I was like splatted on the ground, and I'm like, well.
Didn't you like die?
Yeah, because Link dies from that high a place when you have these few hearts.
Got yourself some fallen damage.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I was crying, laughing. It was so funny.
I know.
I was like, well.
So was I. So funny.
I don't know why I always like to explore the Temple of Time before I go do the thing.
Because it's like, there's a history to it. It's designed this way is to make you feel like, what is this place? Like, okay, this is what I like about Breath of the Wild's design, especially the way that this is now, because every place, with the exception of like a few towns, has this element of mystery to them, right? And if you had never played a Zelda game before or knew nothing about Zelda whatsoever, and this was your first game, Breath of the Wild was your first game, you enter this world and they tell you this was the Temple of Time. This was a place for many sacred ceremonies, and you're like, really? What happened? Why is this place so destroyed and ruined?
No, the place was destroyed because of the calamity.
Well, yeah, but you don't know that yet.
Well, even if you knew about Zelda games, you still wouldn't know why the Temple of Time was destroyed. In fact, I think it was like, oh my gosh, the Temple of Time is destroyed. Like, because in Ocarina of Time, it's such a huge thing.
Well, yeah. But it's still really cool. And I think I like having these places full of mystery and allowing you to explore them. Because
like
it adds that element of mystery that doesn't get revealed until later on in the game. And it's not just here in the Great Plateau where it takes place. It's like near the castle.
I didn't know there were choo-choos. Like, I guess because everything is this early on in the game. But I have never run into choo-choos.
Yeah.
First time in the Great Plateau.
Oh, yeah?
I don't have to kill these guys, but I do want to get some arrows.
That was really funny. I don't have to kill this guy, but
I just want
he
to.
stole my apples, so what are you gonna do?
No, he didn't.
I'm kidding. I'm
blow these guys up.
I'm making up a scenario.
Oh
no!
They're dead.
No!
I'm gonna take their stuff.
I'm sad now.
Why? Because the bokoblins are dead?
No, I ruined my granny square.
I was like, they're dead now, and you're like,
no! I have emotional ties to the bokoblins. You murdered my family.
Alright, I'm gonna try not to get, like, so insanely distracted.
Yeah, didn't you know I was secretly a bokoblin this whole time?
By this game.
You murdered all of my friends.
All your brethren.
All of my brethren. How dare you?
Bam, bam.
I mean, yes, sure.
Bam.
We took over the land of Hyrule, but that does not give you an excuse to kill us. I wonder what... Because, like, you could go through this entire game without killing people.
Yeah, you still have to do, like, the,
Yeah, you still have to, like, fight Ganon.
Well, and you have to fight all of... I guess you don't have to fight all the Divine Beasts. No. I was like, why isn't my weapon working? Because I don't have one anymore. Please die.
I'll pull out my invisible sword. Oh.
Okay, now I've got some arrows. And I'll take your bow.
That must be, like, the weirdest psych out. If you're ever in battle, don't move! I have a top secret weapon right here.
Watch
the
this.
invisible knife!
Watch this.
Ooh.
Watch this. You're dead.
Nice. Nice shot.
And got a shield. I don't know why he was carrying arrows on him. And it's gonna make me read.
He's like,
shield.
I'll hold on to these for you, buddy. Are you dead? Are you dead? Okay.
Alright, so this is the tower I was talking about.
Yeah, boy. Place the Sheikah slate onto the pedestal.
He's like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this works.
I'll just put that in there. And And then the tower's like, I'm not giving this back.
Yeah, it just like sucks it up into the thing.
Yeah, it goes down. Shook!
Yeah.
You're not getting this back.
Please watch for falling rocks.
Yeah. How does it know that there's rocks?
Because
these were built. They supposedly these were built before the calamity happened.
So these were built by the Sheikah to stop the first calamity.
Right.
And then once they were successful in stopping the first calamity, they buried everything.
Oh.
And the reason that the calamity was not successful the second time was because they were not able to activate the shrines, and they were not able to activate the towers because they didn't know where the towers were.
Okay. Got it. Ooh, mystical energy.
So yeah, so the tower rises up and you're really high off the ground. And so this is what I was talking about. Because every other tower in the game, you climb up it to get it first, and then you activate the fast travel.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
And then it just and then you just jump off the top of it and fly down.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that with this one.
You can't do that without the paraglider.
Whoop. So now it's gonna give me the mappity map.
Oh my gosh. The Wii U's just going like...
The what is what?
The Wii U. You hear that?
Oh, I guess, yeah. It's just moving, it's working.
I mean, I guess, but good grief. I was really happy that when the Switch came out, they used cartridges
mm-hmm.
instead of discs, because there's less error to get it dirty than with a disc. Because remember, you rented...
the first episode of the Calamity.
Yeah, because you remember when you rented Twilight Princess?
Yes.
For the Wii U? Because we were like, oh yeah, we were going to play it, and then we couldn't play it because the disc was dirty.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Disc.
I want to get Twilight Princess for the Wii.
Yeah.
No, did they make it for the... No, they made it for the Wii U, the HD remake.
Yes.
So, because we have Wind Waker for the Wii U, and I do want to play that eventually.
Yeah, we do. When we get to it, I want to play Link's Awakening.
Okay.
Because that is my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah, and you like the HD remake they made for the Switch.
I've been wanting to talk about that ever since we started recording.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because they're nothing led to it. Mm-hmm. Nothing in the conversation led to me saying, oh, by the way, the remake of Link's Awakening for the Switch is my favorite Zelda game.
Except for that you literally said that Breath of the Wild wasn't your favorite Zelda game. I
know, and then we got into other things, and it made me disappointed that, now I can't segue into what I was talking about.
So the first time I played this, the very first time I played this, I didn't know that you could just jump down these steps without falling.
Oh, yeah? So
I was trying to, inch my way down
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was not very good at...
Oh, I'm okay.
So yeah, so he has the paraglider and he gives it to you at the end of the tutorial.
My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another.
I think they were, pretty much in sync, dude.
It is almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower?
Yeah, a woman named Odd was just standing up there. Isn't that odd? I'll stop.
You need not conceal the truth from me. Truth be told, I saw the whole thing untold from afar. You can't lie to me. I know what happened. I know what happened. Although I could not hear anything, I did see you react as if you heard something from the direction of the castle.
That's a bit... He's like, stalker.
And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice?
I like how it turns into, him saying,
Either way, it's gonna go into me asking you about the voice. Did you hear a voice? I assume you'd caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle.
You're like, what? Is it this one?
That is
Calamity Ganon.
100 years ago, that frail entity brought the kingdom of
Hyrule
to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake.
See, this is the thing I like about their text boxes instead of Mario's text boxes. Because what Mario's text boxes do is when they introduce characters or they talk about items, they show the picture of it. Mm-hmm. But then have the word directly right next to it. It's like, why do you have a picture of it if you have the word right next to it? And sometimes they don't even have the word. They just have the picture.
Well, yeah,
so, like, when they talk about Bowser, it's like, you have to go and face this thing.
Well, yeah, but it's, I mean, because it's a very visual, I guess this is a visual game too, but, like, it's a very, like, when they're talking about question blocks, it's actually better for them to just show you what the question blocks look like, because the question blocks are very distinct.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It bothers me. And they incorporate it in, like, all of the modern Mario games.
I guess it doesn't bother me that much because, like, see, that would get annoying in this game because, like, a lot of it is very text-based, but Mario is not story-driven.
That is true. Until
it's not
Odyssey
like,
comes around.
Well, Odyssey, but even that is, like, not that story. It's still the same story. They just added the fact that, spoilers,
I mean, the game's been out for, like, practically 2 years.
Exactly. So. That it was a wedding.
Yeah.
But it still is Bowser kidnaps a princess, Mario goes saves the princess. Like, and you're flying through all of these levels. Albeit really fun levels and really creative levels, and they did bring back this kind of, like, interesting...
They brought the sandbox back. The sandbox Mario.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, they didn't bring it back. It's just another sandbox level. It's not like they were missing anything.
Yeah.
But if they were to do that in this one, where it is in a lot of places so heavily text-based, yes, that would get annoying. But I don't know. To me, it just doesn't get that annoying.
And I mean, that's fine. I personally am annoyed by it.
We should play Odyssey next, and you should play it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you wanted to play, because you've never played it.
I know, but, like, I've played it enough to know that it's, like, it's okay, but it's not, I'm not, like, so enthralled with it. You know what I mean?
Enthralled by it?
It's such a good game, but for some reason, I'm just not, like, whatever.
That's where you and I differ in the game, because, like, I absolutely love just being able to just kind of, like, run around, hop wherever.
Yeah, exactly.
And just be enthralled. I did this wrong. Darn it. Problem with trying to crochet and do a show at the same time. You have to focus on 2 things and you can't. You can't. Yeah. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. I see what you did there.
Palm sweaty mom spaghetti.
I have never heard that song before. I only know that it's a song because
What is the song?
I don't know.
I don't even know it's a song. Yeah, it's just a meme right now that's yeah.
That's the thing about me.
I don't even think it's a meme anymore. Like, it's only been,
an
like,
old meme.
It's not an old meme. Maybe it is. I don't know. But, like, even if it was, like, only a couple months old, it, like, it's irrelevant now because that's how fast memes die.
I know. That's what I don't like. I don't like memes. There are some memes that I find extremely hilarious, but I do not like the concept of memes.
The concept of memes is actually a Richard Dawkins thing.
A what?
Richard Dawkins is the one who invented the idea of memes, and he was talking about how like, what if a concept or an idea that had no life other than in the human brain, if it was able to evolve and grow on its own. So, like, the concept of memes and, like, where the word meme comes from is actually, like, fairly old. It's not a new thing.
Yeah.
It's just referring to online running jokes is a new thing, but the actual concept of, like, what meme is, was from Richard Dawkins.
Who is Richard Dawkins?
He was, he's a scientist. I don't remember what his field was, but he's a scientist. Look it up on your phone.
My phone is dead.
Okay.
And I don't know where my charger went because when I like rearranged everything so that way we can record, I apparently lost it in the shuffle. I have no idea where it went.
Okay. Well,
I'll find it at some point, but yeah, I'll take a gander when I get the chance.
it's super interesting.
Speaking of gander, can we talk about the DuckTales reboot?
Sure, if you want to. What are you wanting to talk about?
Oh, just like how wonderful it is.
Have you watched the old episodes?
The like the really old ones? I tried, and I was so used to the new one, and then the whole it's clearly different. Like it is so very, very different.
Yeah, well,
But like,
sorry, I was like trying to focus on
it
my
was so
gameplay.
different that like the original had like did nothing for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I am excited that it's on Disney Plus now because I do want to watch the old one.
Yeah.
I think, okay.
I'm more intrigued in Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Oh, you haven't gotten there yet. So I've seen all of the episodes leading up through, because I think they've got only 2 seasons, don't they, on Disney Plus?
Yes, there's only 2 seasons. Are they on the 3rd season currently?
Yes.
So
I believe they are. Anyway, I got to the end of season 2. And the end of season 2 was just like,
dang it.
And there's an episode. This is spoilers too. There's an episode with.
Don't spoil it for me.
What can I say that there's an episode with Darkwing Duck in it?
Okay, sure.
Okay, then I won't continue further on.
I was like,
with
don't
that.
spoil it for me.
What was really cool is that Jim Parsons reprised the role. So it is Jim Cummings playing Darkwing Duck.
You literally just said Jim Parsons, and then you said Jim Cummings.
Crap.
I
I'm sorry.
was like, Jim Parsons is Darkwing Duck?
That would be great, but no. I want Jim Parsons to play the Riddler.
He'd be good at it.
I really want him to play the Riddler.
I want David Tennant to be the Riddler.
Yeah?
Because somebody made... What am I... Come on.
I want David Tennant to be Nightmare in Doctor Strange.
Ooh. I don't know who that is.
Nightmare is like one of Doctor Strange's reoccurring villains.
Oh.
Like his Doctor Strange's 3 reoccurring villains is Dormammu, which is he fought in the first movie. Nightmare, which is like the master of the dream realm, or whatever, and then Baron Mordo, who was a
Give it to me.
who actually they redid his character in the movies. Though the way that Baron Mordo is in Doctor Strange movie is not the way that he is in the comic.
Okay.
At least I don't know that. I haven't read the modern Doctor Strange comics, so I only know from like reading like old Doctor Strange comics about who Baron Mordo is. But Baron Mordo was just this guy who really wanted power. He was an evil sorcerer who was like, I crave power and to rule things, you know, like classic villain stuff. But in the movies,
proven to resolve of a true hero.
Wait, hold on.
No, I want to do it.
Okay.
I am Oman Ao, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Hylia, and dedicated to helping those who just seek to defeat Ganon.
Don't you mean Hylia?
With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. What are you doing?
Trying to ruin the moment. Because this is a pretty calm but
beautiful.
epic moment.
Well, and I wanted to show this one because I'm gonna skip all of this from here on out.
Okay.
Because it's
Save one for me, because I want to try out my deep voice.
okay. May the goddess smile upon you.
Yeah, I'm trying to
This is cool.
broaden my range of voice work because I want to be a voice actor.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm trying to get into like doing the deep voices, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at it. My deep voice only shows when I sing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but when I talk, I sound like a tenor.
Ask Levi about that because he's the same way.
Okay. Like how he does.
Well, it might be because you're natural, and your voice actually, you don't sound like a tenor. But that's just me.
You were literally the first person to ever tell me that.
Really?
Literally, everyone else I've ever talked to is like, you sound like a tenor.
Well, I'm wondering maybe if you've, like, maybe trained yourself to not speak in your natural voice, because that's what Levi is. Ask Levi to speak in his, like, natural, where his voice normally rests.
Okay.
And it's much deeper than how he speaks.
Okay. I like having... So, like, when I like being a baritone...
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a tenor. I'm very happy where I'm at right now being a baritone because baritones get like the coolest songs to sing, especially in opera. There's one aria that I want to learn so badly because I was in a production of Elixir of Love, and the baritone has this really fun aria.
I love how he was like, a long time ago, a tribe called the Sheikah inhabited this land, and I'm like, they're still alive, dude.
Yeah. Well, he said that they once inhabited this land. They don't inhabit this land.
I guess, but they're talking about like their technology, which is all over Hyrule, so I just assumed he meant Hyrule.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When they claim that their technology is old, but since they're alive, does that mean their technology is just... Well, I guess...
No, the technology is ancient.
Yeah.
There are still 3 more. That wasn't the deal.
Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. That, 'cause I'm like that. Ha, 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 ha.
Problem for a go-getter like you.
Since I'm feeling generous...
I've always best surveyed the area by looking around from a high point.
How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? I admire your eagerness, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. Do it now. Look at it. Isn't that cool? See those blue icons? Aren't they cool? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower.
Yeah.
You could travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate.
Cool.
Oh, so I heard. You know, I don't know if it actually works.
Wait, so you're wanting me to do it, but you don't know if it works?
Yes. Did I stutter?
No, Link's just like looking at him, and then he's like, wait, shh. I'm gonna die.
Like, oh my gosh.
He's just like looking at the old man, and then he turns the camera like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like one of those like, dun, dun, dun. I thought that's a weapon business. It's like, today on the weapon business, we have to talk about swords. They're an outdated weapon. We need to get rid of them. Battle axes too. All gotta go.
Wait, here. Wait, don't say anything. What the? How did you?
I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me.
Did you fly here?
I no. Why would you? I'm not a spirit.
And you're just like, Link's just like, I didn't say you were a spirit, and he's just like, shoot.
Okay. Cool. I know how to do pins. Got it.
Wouldn't that be funny if they just mumbled? Like they do in Mario games where they have the characters just speak gibberish.
There is one in the mountain.
I love the mountains. I love the rolling
Oh, there it
hills.
is.
I love the flowers. I love the daffodils. Like, imagine Link saying that while he's being chased by bokoblins. He's just like, da da da.
Link
da,
is too
blah, blah,
serious
blah,
for
blah,
that.
blah, blah, blah. That's
There's
what's
a
so
YouTuber
funny.
I watch, and he like puts on the masks that you can get in this game, and like pretends to like hang out with like in the camps of enemies, because if you're wearing the mask, they don't know it's you right away. Bye, old crazy old man. All right, so we're just gonna do one more shrine for this episode. It's been a hearty episode already.
And we got 2 shrines.
Yeah, and so we'll get the other 2 on the way. I always
and then
do
we'll finish the
this
tutorial.
one next because it's the closer one.
Yeah. There's a video I have to show you. So some guy did an animation of, he called it a Bowser strut. And it's just Bowser doing this, like, strutting walk. But it's to, like, his theme from Super Mario 3D World.
Is that the bah, bah?
No, it's the...
That's the castle
da
thing.
da 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 da.
That is a very happy thing for Bowser.
But it's cool. The song itself is really cool. We'll get to it because it's technically the overworld song for World Bowser, like his Sky Palace or whatever.
Oh, that one's the one that's alive. I don't want to deal with you right now. Sorry, I'll show it just in case people are like, but I don't want to do it.
I don't understand what this is. What is it? Like, he's just like...
Well, because, like, you...
Hello!
Yeah, dude.
His eyes freak me out.
I know, the first time I played this, so, like, because you walk around these all the time, and they're all, like, dead and deactivated.
And then
so
all
you,
of a sudden...
You don't think of anything, and then all of a sudden, like, that one's alive, and it's shooting a laser at you, and I'm like, ah! No.
I hate their eyes. I hate when animators do this with characters' eyes.
Goodbye!
They mainly do it when characters are, like, getting, like, hypnotized or whatever, but they'll have, like, they'll zoom into the eyes, and then all of a sudden, woo, and, like, rings start coming. I hate that. That freaked me out when I was a kid, and in,
like, the Jungle Book and stuff?
The Jungle Book and, like, any Disney cartoon.
Yeah.
That's mainly where it showed up. Looney Tunes did it, too, at times. But, like,
it's like the kind of universal sign of somebody being hypnitized or using hypnosis.
But, like, it freaked me out, and I hated it. I hated it so much. I still do, because it unnerves me. Mm-hmm. It unnerves me slightly.
When you get the bombs.
It's the bombs.
The bomb.
Yabaj.
It's the bomb.
I see what you did there. How's my hair look?
Very curly.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. When I just got out of the shower, and when I first got out, it looked like I held like a stick of dynamite in front of my face, and it just went because all my hair was just like free.
Yes, it's very fluffy.
I didn't comb it.
Why didn't you comb it?
Because I'm gonna go to bed after this.
No.
I'm gonna go to bed after we're done recording stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'm
not gonna want to dedicate time to stylize my hair just to have it messed up when I go to bed. Because that would be dumb.
I love in this game that you can choose when the bombs go off.
Yeah, that is really cool. There should be a ROM hack of, like...
Ooh, I still have room.
The original Legend of Zelda, but as Breath of the Wild.
Ooh.
Like, kind of like Breath of the Wild for the NES.
Like... Okay, so the game is Breath of the Wild, but it's in the style of the NES, or it's the first game in the style of Breath of the Wild?
Ooh.
Which one were you talking about?
I was talking about playing Breath of the Wild in the style of the original
that would be super
NES
cool.
game. It's a thing. Apparently there are Zelda ROM hacks. There's a ROM hack
because you can do hacks and stuff for like the Switch.
There's apparently a Zelda ROM hack of the original Legend of Zelda where you play as Zelda and you have to rescue Link.
You can play... That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You can play as they're like the ROM hacks for this game, like you can play as different characters. Like I think you can play like as the champions.
Oh, that's fun.
You can play as
I think
Mipha.
you can play as Rivali and...
The only one that I saw was Mipha, but yes, I believe so.
I hate Rivali, but I think it would be fun to play him.
I love Rivali.
I don't know. There's something about Rivali, and it's
you
not
don't
the
like
fact
his
that
arrogance.
No, it's not that.
I'm surprised I like Rivali so much because I hate arrogance in people. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves, but...
I am afraid that in your arrogance and your anger, you killed her.
Your arrogance.
Palpatine is the best Sith in Star Wars. He's not my favorite, but he is the best. My favorite's Count Dooku. But, like, oh my gosh. Have you watched the new one yet?
No, I haven't yet. When do you think I've had time to do that, Davis?
On your break. Not on your break, but like when you have days off.
No. My days off are when I have time to do everything else that I need to do.
Okay, that's fair.
You only work 2 days a week.
I can't say anything about the new movie, and I want to.
You can only work 2 days. Oh, I skipped it. I'm sorry.
Next one.
Yeah.
But anyway, Palpatine is such a good villain. Like, and I've watched video essays about his character, and because he's the
I love video
embodiment of essentially temptation and the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's tempting people, and he's trying to convince people like, oh, doing this would be better for you, and doing this would be better for everything. Yeah. Let me help you. You know.
Yeah.
And
he pretends to be your friend.
Yeah. Oh. While you're up here, where's the chest? There it is.
Yeah. Where?
Right there.
Oh, there it is.
You see it?
Yeah.
I think that's the chest.
It is. It's because it's a purple, like, EX one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The reason we have the EX is because Carman got the DLC.
The DLC.
I was about to say DSLR, and that does not mean the same thing.
No, DSLR is a camera.
Yeah.
I have one.
It's the camera that I shot my first commercial for. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
DSLR's not bad quality. I will say that.
Link is looking.
Yeah. Invisible.
Link is looking fly.
I was gonna say, like, Link is looking invisible.
I think when the camera gets close like that, it shoots to kind of a first person view.
Well, we do it again. Link is looking invisible. Yeah.
I wish you could choose to go from third person to first person.
That would be cool.
There is a mod where you can play Breath of the Wild in first person. It's ridiculous.
Oh, where he has like his hands out and he's like carrying a weapon. That's cool. Kind of like
can't fight. You can't fight in first person. Like the game already automatically goes out of first person into third person when you come across an enemy. But yeah, you can explore everything else in first person.
You saying that reminds me, like, automatically my mind went to, this is the combat piece, this is the world exploring piece, they don't mix.
Yeah.
From the sequelitis Legend of Zelda that Ego Raptor did.
Oh, so funny. I have that.
I haven't
memorized.
heard him be called Ego Raptor in years. Like, he was still called Ego Raptor in, like, 2016, but then over the course of the years, they just started calling him Aaron Hansen.
Well, because he's really kind of gone away from that part of his life and has just moved, kind of focused more on, like, he doesn't animate anymore, and he really doesn't make a point to, like, say, well, maybe I will animate more. Like, he just isn't interested in it anymore.
I don't think he has the time.
No, well, obviously not, but, like, even if he did, like, it's not like he's like, man, I wish I had more time to animate. Like, he's just kind of gone, which I think overall is good for him, because I don't think the animation, I don't think for him the animation, like, community was good for him. Yeah. I don't know, because I don't know him, but yeah. Just based on, like, what I have heard him talk about online and stuff.
Yeah. I think you're right.
So, anyway,
I mean, I don't know. That's just going off of stuff that we know from, like, general facts, and that's it.
Alright, so we are going to call this one an episode.
Okay!
We'll be back next week with
Thank you guys for sticking around. I kind of like this, because we have the playthrough of just us sitting around, talking while we play video games, and then we have the other one where it's like, I am going to destroy you! It's a fun time, it's good fun. Sibling bonding, and, which, I mean,
hopefully
we do anyway,
it's somewhat entertaining to watch.
It'll be entertaining for us, at least. Yeah. I know it's going to be entertaining for me when I go back and edit the stuff. Okay. Because, boy! But anyway, thanks for sticking with us. We hope to see you later. Bye. Everybody.